With God's help and through the prayers of the Holy Fathers, Holy Sophia Prayer House presents a video prepared on an Orthodox Christian topic. Thank you for your attention, and we wish you a spiritually beneficial and fruitful viewing. The Prophecy of Joel, the word of the Lord that came to Joel the son of Bethuel. Hear this, you elders, and give ear, all you inhabitants of the land. Has such a thing been done in your days, or in the days of your fathers? You will tell them to your children, and your children to their children, and their children to their relatives. The locust has eaten what the locust has left, and the locust has eaten what the locust has left, and the locust has eaten what the locust has left. Wail, you drunkards, and weep. Wail, all you drunkards of wine, for joy and gladness are taken away from your mouths. For a kinsman has risen up in my land, strong and fierce. His teeth are the teeth of a lion, and his jaws are the jaws of a whelp. He has laid my vineyard waste and my fig tree waste. The destroyer has destroyed it, and has made its branches white. Praise be to my strength, surrounded by the bridegroom's robes, by his virgins. The sacrifice and offering are taken from the house of the Lord. Mourn, you priests, you ministers of the sanctuary, for the fields are parched. The earth mourns, for the grain is languishing. The wine is mingled, the oil is waning. The workers cried out, weep for the strength of the vine and the vines, for the vine has perished from the field. The vineyard is smitten, and the fig tree is diminished. The pomegranate and the date and the apple tree and all the trees of the field are smitten, for the sons of men are ashamed of joy. You have surrounded and scolded the priests. You have humiliated the ministers of the altar. You have fallen asleep on the couches that minister to God, for the offering and the sacrifice have been cut off from the house of your God. Proclaim a holy fast, proclaim healing, gather the elders of the land, all who dwell in the land, before the Lord our God. Let us cry out to the Lord. Woe is me, woe is me, woe is me for the day of the Lord is near, and like a whirlwind it will come down from the mountains. Before your very eyes, food is cut off. Joy and gladness are cut off from the house of our God. The shepherds are gathered together in their flocks, their treasures are made empty, their winepresses are broken, because the harvest is finished. Why should they bury their heads? The herdsmen mourned, because there was no pasture for them, and the flocks of sheep were destroyed. To you, O Lord, I cry out, for the fire has devoured the beauty of the wilderness, and the fire has set on fire all the trees of the field, and the cattle of the field have become naked to you. For the waters have dried up, and the fire has consumed the beauty of the wilderness. Blow the trumpet in Zion, proclaim in the midst of my holy mountain, and shout, all you who live in the land, for the day of the Lord has come. For a day of darkness and gloominess is near, a day of clouds and thick darkness, like the morning, spread over the mountains, a nation great and strong, such as has not been created since the beginning of time, nor will it be like it again, nor will it be able to be gathered together for a year. Before him is a devouring fire, and behind him is a blazing flame, as if heaven were a desert from the face of the earth, and behind him is a field of uncreated things, and he shall not be weary of it. Like the appearance of horses, so is their appearance. And like the riders, so they pursue. Like the sound of chariots on the tops of the mountains, like the sound of a flame of fire-devouring reeds, like a great nation, strong and ready for battle. From his mouth all nations were broken, his mouth like the bottom of a pot. Like warriors, they run, and like fighting men, they build on the walls, and each one turns to his own path, and not to his own place. And let no one take away from his own. They shall go burdened with their weapons, and shall fall by their arrows, and shall not be fulfilled. They will go up into the city and run over the walls. They will climb up on the houses and enter through the windows like thieves. At their presence the earth shall tremble, and the heavens shall be shaken. The sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall not give their light. And the Lord will utter his voice before his face, for his camp is very great, for his words are mighty in their works. For the day of the Lord is great, great and very great, and who can endure it? And now thus saith the Lord our God, turn ye unto me with all your heart, with fasting, and with weeping, and with mourning. And turn your hearts and not your garments, and walk before the Lord your God. For he is gracious and merciful, long-suffering, and of great kindness, and repenteth him of the evil. Who knows whether he will turn and repent and receive his blessing, a sacrifice and offering to the Lord our God. And dwell in Zion, keep holy fasts, preach the ministry. Gather the people, sanctify the church, choose the elders, gather the little children and those who suck the breasts. Let the bridegroom go out from his wedding, and the bride from her wedding. In the middle of the altar, the priests and those who serve the Lord weep and say, Abandon your people, O Lord, and do not give your inheritance to the nations as a reproach, lest the nations say, Where is their God? And the Lord had pity on the land of his people, and he blessed it. And the Lord answered and said unto his people, Behold, I will open unto you corn, and wine, and oil, and ye shall eat of them, and I will no more make you a byword among the heathen. And I will drive out the shadow of death from before you, and will make it a dry land, and will make its face toward the sea at first, and its back to the sea at last, and its glory shall rise, and its glory shall rise, for its works are great. Be confident, O earth, rejoice and be glad, for the Lord has exalted you to be with him. Be thou faithful in the pastures of the field, for the wilderness of the fields is desolate, for the tree hath yielded her fruit, the vineyard and the melon have given her strength. And you children of Zion, rejoice and be glad in the Lord your God, for he has commanded you to eat righteously, and to give you rain, the former and the latter, as before. And the threshing floors were filled with flour, and the vats overflowed with wine and oil. And I will repay you for the years that the locust, the cankerworm, and the caterpillar have eaten, by my great power which I have shown you. And you shall eat of the eater, and be filled, and praise the name of the Lord your God, who has done wonders among you, and has not put my people to shame forever. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and I am the Lord your God, and there is no God that is too humble for me, and my people shall not be ashamed forever. And it shall come to pass afterward, that I will pour out of my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your old men shall sleep, and your young men shall see visions. And on my menservants and on my maidservants I will pour out in those days of my spirit, and they shall prophesy. And I will show signs in the heavens above, and wonders on the earth below, blood and fire and brimstone. The sun will be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood, before the first coming of the great and glorious day of the Lord. And it shall come to pass, that whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. For in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be saved, as the Lord hath said, and in the messengers of the gospel, whom the Lord shall call. For behold, in those days, and at that time, I will bring back the falsehood of Judah and Jerusalem. And I gathered all the kinsmen together, and brought them together, in the presence of Jehoshaphat, and I judged them there for my people and my inheritance Israel, who were scattered among the nations, and who had defiled my land. And they cast lots upon my people, and gave their children to harlots, and sold their women for wine, and they drank. And why do you say to me, Tyre and Sidon, and all Galilee of the Gentiles, do not think of me as a gainer, that is, as a precious thing to you, for I will come to you with a sword and a swift victory over you, who are turning their heads toward you. For whom you have taken my silver and my gold, and have taken my precious things, and have made the doors of their houses your own. And the children of Judah and the children of Jerusalem shall be divided among the children of the Gentiles, to scatter them abroad within their borders. For, behold, I have raised them up from the place where you have cast them out. And I have answered your prayers, which are against you. And I will deliver your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah, and they will give them as a lie to their kinsmen who are far off, for the Lord has said. Proclaim these things among the Gentiles, sanctify the battle, stir up the warriors, bring forth and come up, all you men of war. You shall break your plowshares into plowshares, and your forks into pruning hooks. You shall say, I am weak, for I am strong. We gathered and entered, all the relatives gathered around, and there they gathered, and the warriors were peaceful. Arise and come up, all ye kindreds of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the kindreds round about. Let the winepresses be turned, for the winepress is risen. Come, let us tread, for the winepress is full. Let the vessels be broken, for their precious things are multiplied. The wicked are in the midst of the judgment, for the day of the Lord is near, the wrath of the wicked is in the midst of the judgment. The sun and the moon will be darkened, and the stars will withdraw their light. And the Lord shall roar from Zion, and utter his voice from Jerusalem, and the heavens and the earth shall shake, and the Lord shall rejoice over his people, and strengthen the children of Israel. And ye shall know that I am the Lord your God, dwelling in Zion, my holy mountain, and Jerusalem shall be holy, and strangers shall not enter into it any more. And it shall come to pass in that day, that the mountains shall drink sweet wine, and the hills shall flow with water. And all the redeemed of Judah shall drink water. And a fountain shall go out of the house of the Lord, and shall water the thorn bushes. Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom a field of trembling, because of the mighty men of the children of Judah, because they have shed the blood of the righteous in their land. And Hurrianston shall be established forever, and Jerusalem from generation to generation. And I will avenge their blood, and will not turn it away, and the Lord shall dwell in Zion. The sources are translated by docs.google.com. The spelling in the text may not correspond to the original, so please take this into consideration in advance. Respectfully, St. Sophia Chapel. May God bless you. Thank you for your attention. You have watched a video presented by Holy Sophia Prayer House. Please subscribe to the channel so that it may become more successful and its work may serve good and beneficial purposes even more effectively. May God help and bless you.